Hi everybody and welcome. I am making focaccia today. And one of the coolest things about focaccia is you can do it pretty much any way you want. Once you have the bread part down, you just add what you want on it. We're starting with 4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. You can mix some bread flour in there if you prefer an extra little bit of chewiness. We are going to put, this was 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast and 1 teaspoon of salt. This is the easiest thing to do ever. The only thing is you have to have patience because you have to let it rise a little bit. Almost 2 cups of water here. I'm going to put in most of it and then see how it goes. If you wanted to use melted butter instead of oil, you could do that. You could do this with your mixer too, your stand mixer. I'm going to put the rest of this in there. I feel like I need it, or at least some of it. And also the good thing about it's pretty forgiving. If I add too much water, I can just add a little more flour. Won't hurt anything. There's all kinds of variables when you're making bread and stuff, so you know, don't get mad at yourself if you have to add more water. It could even be more than this, but I'll be surprised. When I made focaccia for the first time, it turned out so amazing, and all I could think of was like, I'm so sorry I know how to make this because I want to make it every day because it's so good, and you know, you can't be eating, you know, a loaf of focaccia every day. We are going to put this in well, it can just stay in this bowl if you want, and you're gonna let it rise for half an hour or so, and we're gonna go for it again, and then we'll be back. Okay, it's been proofing for a little over half an hour probably, but you just want to make sure it's doubled in size. And then we are going to punch it down a little bit. I don't like the idea of punching it down, but that's what you're supposed to do. You got to deflate it, let it rise again. We're going to let this rise for another half an hour, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm going to dump it right into this pan that we've poured. I poured I don't know if I did this on camera or not, 2 tablespoons of vegetable olive oil. And we want it to stretch to the edge of the pan completely. I don't know if you can see that, but and you want it to be even. And then we're gonna let this sit, let this proof for a little while longer. Could be half an hour, could be 45 minutes, could be an hour. It's going to depend on the temperature in your home. Then we'll be back and we're going to make some dimples in it and put our toppings on it. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes since we let our bread rise for the second time, but I wanted to let you know, go ahead and get that oven turned on. It needs to preheat to 450 degrees F. That's 450 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you in America, and probably about 220 to the rest of the world. You can Google it. All right, we'll be right back. Got like 5 more minutes and then we're gonna make this focaccia. There are few things in the baking world that are as satisfying as bread making. I mean, seriously, look at this, how nice and poofy and light. And now what we're gonna do is, you make your choice. You wanna put water or oil on your fingers. I'm gonna use water. I'm gonna dip them in this little bowl here. And I'm gonna make little holes. I'm gonna go almost all the way down through the bottom. And it's up to you. Make a little pattern. You can do it any way you like. There you go. You know, that's the classic way focaccia looks. If you've seen it in the store, that's how they make it. Put little dimples all over it. Okay, now I'm gonna drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. A little bit more olive oil. And these are the things that I have chosen to put on here, but you can put whatever you want. I'm first going to put, I sliced up a bunch of cloves of garlic. These are Kalamata olives. Here I have some sun-dried tomatoes that they are soaked in oil. Sliced green onion. Okay. Now I have a little bit of chili peppers. I'm going to scatter these. These are little bell pepper chunks. I'm putting these on here, and wherever you find an empty spot, go ahead and shove it in there. And then, again, you don't have to put all this on here, and you don't have to put any of it on here. Just put some olive oil and some salt and pepper, and that'd be awesome. Maybe some Parmesan cheese on top. 450 degree oven, 15 to 20 minutes. It smells like heaven in here. What is better than freshly baked bread, except maybe freshly baked chocolate chip cookies? It's gonna go 5 more minutes. Not ready. It needs to be browned on the top, brown around the edges, you know, and cooked in the middle. It's done. Look at that, right? Again, put whatever you want on there. It doesn't have to be what I put on mine. And again, just salt and pepper and some olive oil would be great. Cutting board. Oops. I've done this before. I'm a professional. Slide on out. Are you serious? I would use a serrated knife for this. That's just me. And I'm gonna just cut it right here on the end. Hear that? I'm just gonna cut a little bit. You guys don't need to see. I'm probably gonna eat like half of this. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. It's just got so much flavor. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.